Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today I have a Combiner Force 2-pack to review for you. This is Grimlock and Optimus Prime from Transformers Robots in Disguise. We've already had a Prime not too long ago that came with Strong Arm, and now we have another Prime with Grimlock. I don't know why they couldn't have given us a new character. You know, you could have done Drift or I don't know. I feel like there's other people we could have gotten. Maybe Jazz or somebody like that, but what are you going to do? I guess they wanted to do Optimus again. Now, this Optimus is slightly different. You can see he's got some molding differences and some more paint than the other one does, but ultimately not a ton different. But I mostly bought this one for the Grimlock just because I thought the Grimlock looked pretty cool. So packaging, not really too much going on. He's called Primelock, which, not a bad name, not terrible. Grimlock, Optimus Prime, Fusion! Ha! Primelock. So anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for the packaging here. Let's bust them out, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here they are out of the packaging. Optimus not looking too exciting. Honestly, here is the Optimus from the Strong Arm set. As you can see, they are pretty much identical. The only thing is you can see the little bit of green paint under here. It's pretty much the only way to tell them apart. In vehicle mode anyway. Pretty much exactly the same. So then we'll take a look at Grimlock, who's kind of the star. Not terrible. I mean, you have the tail going on back here. You have ball joint in the back leg. You have a swivel here and little front hands. Unfortunately, this big part of the shins kind of juts out under his head. But you can see a little bit of a head detail there. Little gold crest, little blue paint for the eyes, little teeth molded in. So, I mean, I've seen worse. By all means, it's not, you know, an amazing Grimlock figure, but I mean, you've got the ball joint here and the swivel here, so that's more articulation than, well, obviously cars don't need articulation, but this just rolls. He at least has some leg movement, and his tail's decently pronounced. So, it's not terrible. Robot transformation. Stand him up. Arms to the side. Open up the chest. Flip out the head. Boom. Once again, here's the Prime from Strong Arm. Hands out to the side. Chest open. They are identical. Again, if you didn't see the little green on the back, you wouldn't be able to tell. They are the same robot. So there's that. Grimlock's transformation. Actually fairly involved for one of these. So this tail section is going to swing back and plug in. Make sure it's pegged together. And then just plug in straight towards the back like that. Then you're going to take the head and push it down. And then that's going to reveal these like heels. Come to this section. You can see that there's a rotation here. Right here that actually spins around. And there's a little nub right there. And then that's going to peg in. And it's going to be impossible to see because it's black. But right there. Let me see if I can get a light in here. So right there. There's you can see there's like a little nub, and that is going to fit onto the little green nub right there, so that way it kind of swings around and knows where to stop. And you're going to do that with both, and then you can straighten out the arms, get the ball joint how you like it. Let me zoom back out here. This chest will rotate down, flip out the head, pop it up. Decent little head. Gold face, blue eyes again. Pretty nice. And then you're just going to split the legs apart. So honestly, not the worst. Fairly decent transformation for one of these little core or crash combiners. Definitely better than Optimus's transformation in my opinion. Because he's still got that ball joint here in the shoulder. He doesn't have any elbow articulation, which is a bummer. But, you know, he's got decent arm articulation. So, you know, he's a little short, squat, but I feel like for Grimlock it kind of works. Kind of don't mind this robot mood. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the back, but So, you're supposed to crash combine these, but I'm just going to show you how this works. Flip this, put the head back down. You're going to want to rotate these back around and then just put the legs straight down. And it pretty much tells you to do this. The only thing it tells you, you would have but you're supposed to flip the head in and put the tail down before you crash combine them. So from the robot mode, all you're doing is putting the legs back together after you rotate those arms down. So then if I transform this back and I use transform lightly, there you go. So now crash combine. So now you're going to spread the legs back out and then zoom out so you can see the whole robot. I, in spite of myself, actually kind of like this a lot. I like the green T-Rex heads on the shoulder, and I think it's a new head sculpt. And I kind of love it. I kind of love that head sculpt. It's like Optimus, but like a G2 type Optimus or something like that. Like it's a little, not a traditional Optimus. Now, where is my strong arm pieces? And I will show you, because I believe the head is different. See, definitely different. This has like a crown to it. So let's see if we can get in close here. Yeah, this is definitely like a Bruiser Optimus head, which makes sense when he's combined with Grimlock. Like, I don't mind that crown. It almost like a Star Convoy type of look to it. And I like both head sculpts, but I kind of really love this one. So, and you can see the chest is all molded different. You know, you have that bit of green, but also all this is molded differently. The shoulders look great. So, I mean, even the arms are molded different. So it's weird. While like the vehicle mode and the robot mode for Optimus look almost identical, the torsos are so different. And I have to say, I kind of like this one better. I do. I'm pretty sure there was a repaint of this in like winter colors or something like that, or stealth SWAT colors or something like that. There was a repaint, I think like a black and white strong arm, and then like a white and Arctic blue Optimus. So that exists out in the world somewhere too. But I would say if you have this, it's worth grabbing this because I think they're different enough. At least if you're going to display them in this mode, I think it's worth it because the vehicle mode and the robot mode for the two Optimuses are pretty much identical as I've showed you. But the torsos are different enough that I think it's worth having both. And I really, in spite of myself, I love this one a lot more than I thought I was going to. I love the shoulders. I love the new head sculpt. The torso looks great. It's just overall, it's really nice. So I'm going to put this one back off to the side. Yeah, I don't have really anything negative to say. I feel like with these Crash Combiners, either you love them or you hate them. It's just kind of how this line's gimmick worked out. When I first saw them, I thought they were the stupidest thing ever. This will probably be my last one because I don't think there's any more coming out. I'm pretty sure the 5 team Crash Combiners are long since done. And I think Saberhorn and this guy were the last 2. Or I'm sorry, Saberclaw. Here's Saberclaw. I liked this one a lot too, though. I thought the Bug was a really cool transformer down here, and Bisque was pretty neat too. So I think this will probably do it for the Robots in Disguise line. We didn't see anything at Toy Fair this year, so I think it's pretty much dead. But it was a fun ride. I mean, like I said, the kind of third season was all about the Crash Combiners. And when I first thought when they were first released, I thought they were the stupidest thing I ever saw. They looked so cheap and dumb, and I just didn't get it. And then once I got my hands on one or two, in spite of myself, like I've said, they're kind of stupid fun. And I like them way more than I ever thought I would. So this guy is really no exception. The color scheme's nice. I love that new head sculpt for this torso mode for Optimus. And the Grimlock toy is actually not terrible. I think the robot mode is decent for a tiny little transformer of this size and with this functionality. You know, his robot mode, he's got the ball joint in the shoulders. He's got, you know, a nice wide stocky stance, which I think totally works for Grimlock. And the face sculpt is pretty nice. So I think these are fun. They're kind of like my guilty pleasure, if I had to say something. That's kind of what I equate it to. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me think what you thought about the line in general, what you think about this Optimus. You know, which one of these two Optimuses do you like better? let me hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. So sound off in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff. Let me know what you think. As always, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this review of, let me make sure I get this right, Grimlock and Optimus Prime as Primelock Crash Combiner 2-pack. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.